Hello and welcome to Irish Homestead. March and April have been very cold and wet this year, and it's only now, in the beginning of May, it finally feels like spring. We were really hoping that some of our hens will go broody this year, and that is actually the main reason why, apart from commercial egg-laying breeds, we also have heritage hens, because they're usually kind of known to go broody. And in the middle of April, two of our light Sussex hens decided that they want to be mothers. So they have been sitting in the main coop with the main flock for 21 days till their babies hatched. But once they hatched, we moved them to a separate area. So now they have a privacy of their own residence where they can raise their babies. In the middle of April, we had another addition to the homestead. One of our Shetland ewes, Freya, gave birth to a little baby boy. Our second ewe, Emily, looks very large right now. We haven't really scanned them, so we are not 100% sure that she's pregnant, but she really looks like she is. So we're hoping that we might have another lamb quite soon. Around 3 weeks ago we planted our potatoes, and it's been the first time we have ever grown potatoes, so we were not really sure if our method is going to work. But it looks like the potatoes are starting to grow. Here you can see the shoots. We are really excited about these. Now it's not only potatoes that are starting to grow, but also grass, which means a lot of mowing for Alistair. Fruit trees in our orchard are starting to flower. These are the cherries. Our orchard is still very young and all the trees are very young, so we're really not expecting any harvest, but it's nice to see the flowers. Black and red currants seem to be doing very well. We planted them only last spring and they have grown quite a bit over the last year. And there seem to be quite a few flowers on them, so hopefully we will have some currants this year. And these are our Worcesterberry and gooseberry bushes, which are also flowering a lot. And we're quite happy about that, considering the fact that these bushes have been trampled a lot by our dogs, who somehow think that the orchard is a playground, and they like to run around here. And now let's go and check out the polytunnel. So this is our herb bed right next to the polytunnel. In the future we plan it to be filled with different herbs and medicinal plants. But right now we have fennel growing here that we got from one of our friends. We have some borage that needs weeding, and it has been eaten by slugs a little bit, so we have scattered some slug pellets. Unfortunately, without slug pellets everything gets eaten here. There are some chives, oregano over here, rosemary and thyme. And there will be many more herbs arriving next week. We have placed an order for some herbs and medicinal plants, and they will be going into this bed. Here in front of the tunnel we have a lot of seedlings hardening off. There are some cabbages, mostly actually cabbages and leeks that will go on the other side. And now let's go in. So here we have the whole bed planted with tomatoes, supported by these willow sticks. Doesn't look very pretty, but I hope it will do the job. Unfortunately, I think we've made a mistake of planting them out a little bit too early. And if you can just come over closer here, you can see that the tomatoes have been damaged by late frost. We had a few frosty nights in the beginning of May, and you can see all this brown on the leaves. This is the frost damage, but it looks like that they're recovering pretty well, so hope we'll get at least some tomatoes. Here we have also tomatoes in pots, and these are the ones that I was not planning to plant out initially, but when we had the frosty night I brought them inside, so they were not damaged at all. So we will just keep them here in pots and see how they go. Yeah, these are some peppers, both sweet peppers and chili peppers, and some of them also have been damaged by frost, you can see here. We also have some strawberries here in the tunnel in the pots. We have some strawberries as well outside, but those are not yet flowering. These ones have been flowering for a few weeks now, and we even have some strawberries. Still green, but I'm sure we'll get to eat some very soon. Here behind me you can see kale. We've been eating it throughout the winter, but it has started bolting and flowering now. We have kept it here because it's really loved by bees, but now we will slowly be clearing this bed and we will be filling it up with different varieties of beans and courgettes. And we're planning to plant beans and courgettes both in the tunnel and outside and see how it works. Okay, we're now outside, and whilst we're removing purple sprouting broccoli and cabbages from inside the polytunnel, we're also planting them out here. Next to me you can see purple sprouting broccoli, and we have more different types of cabbages growing over there and in this bed. So this is the new bed that we have planted out with cabbages. Unfortunately we do have to use slug pellets because otherwise there will be no cabbages just the next morning. These are also very new beds and they need a lot of weeding because this land has never been cultivated. It's been a pasture, so you can see lots of weeds are coming up. We have rhubarb growing here. It's doing okay considering we planted it only this year. I don't think we're going to harvest any this year, but hopefully next year we can get some rhubarb. And this is our kale growing outside, and it's ready to be eaten already. It really goes well in this climate. Spinach and mustard lettuce, which is bolting in the polytunnel, and we're going to remove it this week. But I think we're going to have some...
You can see the slug trails here.
Yeah, these are all the slugs that have been killed by slug pellets. Otherwise, there will be no